welcome back to my channel. It's been 8 months, so thank you all for tuning in once again. It's been 8 months. I'm shy since doing my last video, and I'm here to talk again about 4 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 things I did to pass my medical and dental counseling exam. I'm suggesting it to you. I don't know if that will make you pass, but I mean 4 things I did before writing my exams. That's what I'm come to share today. So stay tuned if you're interested. Okay, so as I mentioned, I came to Ghana in 2020 around July. I think I mentioned that in the previous video about my internship. Okay, so if you are interested, you should go and watch it. Okay, so I came to Ghana in 2020, somewhere July. I started my internship somewhere August, in 37 Teaching Hospital, and I finished. It's a 1-year internship, so I finished 2021 somewhere July, so 1 full year. So around that time, there are lots of classes going on preparations for the exam. So the 37 internship I did, not to say it doesn't prepare you for the exam, but it's sort of doing medical school in 1 year. So they teach you all the things that you studied back in school outside, but they teach you more of the prevalent things in Ghana, for you to get abreast with the kind of cases that come in Ghana and how to approach them. So I had planned to run my exam in October, and then I finished my internship in July. So let's say August, September, October. Within those few months, I needed to, get myself hot with the information, with all the information I needed for the exam. So after my internship in 2021 July, the first thing I considered was joining a class that prepares you solely towards the exam. This class I was going to attend was going to, should I say, just mold me towards the exam, how I'm supposed to answer my questions, what to expect, how the questions are going to be, something like that. Okay, there are a lot of classes during this time, in preparation for the exam from July towards October. So I decided to go to Lemon classes. So we have Lemon classes, we have Dell classes, we have Ankara. I think those are the 3 popular ones. I went to Lemon. Lemon is what people say Kolebu classes. So that's Lemon classes. And in a year, we have the examination 3 times. So we have one in February, the other around June, July, and then the last one in October each year. And I wanted to go for the October session. I didn't want to wait for the knowledge to evaporate. So I was ready to just go in and then finish it once and for all. The classes was $1,000 at the time I registered. I don't remember how much it was, maybe 5,000 to 6,000 Ghana cedi. Quite expensive, but to me it was worth it because I passed the exam in the end. So it was worth it. I think people did Ankara, they passed. People did Dell, they passed. So I don't think it should really matter about the classes, but it should be more of the effort you are putting in. This is what the classes entails. So the Lemon classes I did, it's a class that was organized by a professor in Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Okay, he and a few of his colleagues were willing to take out some time to come and teach us, to prepare us for the exam. Okay, so we used to have classes from Monday to Friday and breaks in between, and there are certain days that we would do mock exams. Okay, we'll be prepared for mock exam. I think we're doing that every month or so, and then there are some months that we did Viva session. So that was my first ever Viva session I did. Okay, official Viva, where you sit down, face professors, and they bombard you with the questions, and you'll be fumbling and stuff. So that was my first ever session I did. Deadly, should I say? Okay, so we had Viva sessions during that class, and we had clinical rotations as well. We're going to Mamprobi Polyclinic, and there were doctors there that were assigned to take us through like examination, cardiovascular, respiratory, CNS, abdominal, all we need to know. Okay, we didn't do a lot of maybe certain lines and stuff. I studied, or should I say I learned that at 37, so that wasn't my goal at Mamprobi. My goal at Mamprobi was to know how to examine from head to toe, okay, and make a diagnosis. You understand? And then the theory aspect I've mentioned, we used to have breaks in between, and then we used to have some Zoom sessions if the consultant or professor cannot make it to class. Okay, I think basically it was very simple, very straight to the point. And I think the disadvantages of the class was, these people are professors. Sometimes they don't have the time to come to class, and hence you have to do some of the classes on Zoom. But aside that, I think were few people in the class, and made it very interactive, and were always ready to answer our questions. They were like so sweet. I don't even understand why. I don't know whether it's because of the money we were paying, because I know that like some of the Ghanaian professors can be very mean, but these people were like extra sweet and nice. Okay, yes. So that is it about Lemon classes. So that was the first thing I did after finishing my internship at 37. So the second important thing I was doing during this time is I had group studies with a couple of my colleagues. We were about 5, were we 5 or 6? Just a few number. We started actually in January, but we became more like, serious and gingered after the 37 internship was over. That was when we were like meeting. I think we were meeting every weekend. Every weekend without fail, we were meeting. And we were very serious. We were very serious. We were not joking at all. We were not joking. At that time, our eyes were red. We were ready to pass the exam once and for all. So we were meeting every weekend. We were solving questions. We were, drilling each other. We didn't do Viva during those times. I think we didn't know how to go about it, right? But the best thing about this group study was that we had people from Dell at the group study, people from Ankara, people from Le Monde, and then if we are struggling with any question, this person brings his input from Dell, this person brings his input from Ankara, this person also brings his input from maybe what he has studied or Le Monde. Then we sit there and be like, okay, what Kolebu said is fine now, or what Dell is saying is fine now, or what Ankara is saying is fine now. You get it? So we're getting information from everywhere, and that was what made the group study very, the information there very solid. You get it? Okay. So that's the second important thing we're doing. I'll say the third important thing I did was to have Viva sessions. So I was having Viva sessions with some of my senior colleagues who had passed the exams. Okay, I think also once a week or twice a week, something like that. And we used to do it on Zoom. We never met in person, but like it was very hot. We were always very serious, and they were not even joking with us, even though we were friends. Okay, so this one, he asks you what is hypertension, or how do you diagnose hypertension, then you rattle the answer in 5 minutes, then he moves on. At the end of the session, we just try to answer the questions, or you go back and look for how to answer the questions. They also will teach you how you should have answered the question, or how he or she answered the question during his Viva. Okay, and most of the questions we were answering were questions that had been asked during Viva before, so they were like solid questions, not like questions that somebody is just asking. Questions that have been asked before. Do you understand? Then you go and solidify the answer in your head so that you'll be able to rattle it when you're asked. That was the third important thing. That's third important thing. Then the fourth most important thing I was doing, I was fasting and praying like crazy. I was not eating, let's say Friday to Sunday, I won't eat, I'll fast and pray. I was fasting and praying like, God, give me direction. Give me what to study. Show me some of the questions. Show me what to do. Show me like how to answer the questions. Show me the questions that are coming. Like, I was always praying. So those are the four was solid things. So I went for classes, I went for Le Monde classes, I had group studies, I was doing Viber sessions online, and I was praying and fasting. Those are the 4 things I did. That made me a doctor. Not to say that when you do these 4 things you're going to pass, but I mean that's what I did and I passed. And I think that if you try to incorporate some of these few things in your schedule, it will make things a bit better. And I remember that during this time I was stressed like crazy. I was tired. I was leaving Kolebu to Chado for studies. I was going to class. I was doing so many things. Even I remember when we started the Le Monde classes, I was still going to 37. I hadn't finished my internship entirely, so it was quite stressful. And I think you have to find time to relax from the stress. Remember the times I was very stressed, I would just lie down, be on Instagram, and even though at times we went to the beach with the group study members and stuff, try to relax. So these are my 4 things, 4 things I did. I hope you enjoyed the video, hope you learned something from this, and hope you tune in again for another video. I don't know what I'll do next, but I'll think about it. So like, comment, and subscribe. I'll try to be more consistent. I'm lying, but I just do this for fun. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.